Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have a bunch of people here that live in the southern half of the United States, or we have some really intrepid travelers. I don't know which is the case. We certainly know that there's been some difficulty with flights, and we really appreciate that. We know some people who had to drive a long distance to get to to get to a different airport to make a flight. We really appreciate that. And we hope you're highly rewarded for that effort to get here early, because our first two speakers are always very, very popular and really set the tone for our conference. But before we get into that, on behalf of the Ritz-Carlton and the entire packaging conference staff, many of whom I hope you've already met, we want to welcome you to our 8th annual packaging conference. You'll find yourself with over 200 of the industry's top professionals and a few semi-professionals here. I guess the ones who laugh probably know who I'm talking about. Not you, Todd. But we do appreciate that. The networking here, especially in this hotel, I've already had some compliments in the intimacy of this hotel. Makes it very easy to find people, bump into your friends, and it's a great place for networking, which is always a very important part of the packaging conference as far as we're concerned. We especially want to thank our exhibitors and our sponsors. You'll see the exhibitors, of course, outside in what they call the pre-function area. But don't forget about the little room down on the end. They call it the gallery. There's several exhibitors in there who are deserving of your time and attention. More importantly, there will be a lot of food and beverage in there tonight during the reception, and there will also be some chairs to sit in if the drinking gets too laborious. We also appreciate our sponsors. This year we have two outstanding sponsors, Nisi ASB, a local company, so they didn't have to come too far, and Long Tech, which you'll hear more about, and they had to come quite a ways. Our media sponsor is Packaging World. You'll see some of their publications on the back table, and they've been a very good partner with the packaging conference in helping us get the word out to a diverse group. And I think that's our mission, really, is to bring together business opportunities with late-breaking technical aspects of the packaging industry. And we do work hard to have more than just one type of material. We work hard to have, and you will hear presentations from glass packaging, metal packaging, flexible, rigid, PET. Actually, we have no olefins on the calendar this year, but we work hard at trying to get a balance that way. We've tried to save the environment by printing very little. With a group of people like this, you can't get by without printing an attendee list. It's the hottest commodity in the conference usually. So we did print the attendee list, both alphabetically by name and by company. We have printed a small trifold brochure that should easily fit in your pocket for quick and easy reference, but everything else you'll find in a lot more detail. Bios, photographs, abstracts are on our web application, and it's suitable for mobile and for, what's the other thing? The tablets. And the Wi-Fi, I hope you see it, there's a little card on each center of each table, and the code is February. I don't know how to spell February, so good luck with that. While we're speaking of electronic devices, please take this opportunity to not embarrass yourself later and perhaps silence your phones. You'll notice that the fire exits are well labeled. We would appreciate it if you did not go through the kitchen unless you were on fire, and maybe use the exits to the back. We also appreciate you wearing your badges. It lets us know who you are and helps with the networking quite a bit. The staff you've met, Pam Douglas, did an awful lot of the electronic apps, the graphics, the websites, and so on. She's back there helping with registration, along with Linda Flowers. Sharon Davis helps us manage the exhibitions. Greg Meadows helps us run the sound and video table. And of course, Ron Puvak is our managing director, who is pretty much does everything that the packaging conference needs. And with that, I would like to say PTI, who's my partner in the packaging conference and has been since we conceived it back about 9 years ago now, are just great people, great company, great conference. And Ron does all the work, and I take part of the credit. So anyway, I would like to introduce Ron Puvak from PTI, and he will introduce our first speakers. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, John. And each year, it becomes more and more of a challenge to put together an agenda that will excite and attract people. We continue to work hard at that. And I'll give a plug to next year. We are always looking for those unique opportunities, and if anybody is interested in providing some new technology or a business trend, please speak to John or I before the conference is over. It is my great privilege to again introduce Gary Hemphill of Beverage Marketing Corporation. He's the Managing Director and COO of Research at Beverage Marketing Corporation. In that role, he directs the company's extensive information products and services, consisting of comprehensive North American beverage databases, market reports, directories, state tracking services, and customized information consulting projects. He has more than 25 years experience in the beverage industry, although Gary, you've told me it's a lot longer than that. Come on, you're lying to me. It's only 25 years. Previously, he served as editor of the trade publication Beverage Industry and also directed new product publicity for Pepsi-Cola, where he contributed to a range of assignments. Previous to those positions, Mr. Hemphill held various newspaper writing and editing positions. And of course, Gary's going to give us that insight we're all looking for in 2015, the changing beverage trends. What's in store for 2015? Gary Hemphill.